Pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Turfway Park, Wednesday, January 14th. We'll start in about 27 minutes, 5:55 first post, 9 race card. Our Tapeta Racetrack Fast. A couple of nice carryovers. The fourth race beginning the 20-cent single six jackpot. That carryover is a little more than $128,000. And then the nightcap, a little more than $2,800 for the Super High Five. Let's open up our programs. Here are tonight's changes in the Wednesday night opener. Scratches 1, 4, 10, and 12. Constant Chatter, Zumaha, JR Miss Starlet, and Amy's Garnet. 1, 4, 10, and 12 out of the Wednesday night opener. The 9 Celestial Harmony will race without Lasix. No Lasix. Number 9 Celestial Harmony. The opener will begin the early pick 5. And there they go. And showing pace is Ashkenazi along with Emily's Joy and Special Sauce. Miss Clark comes away in fourth with Little Sam's and Diablo Shiraz from the inside. Break of 6 lengths back to Tail of Lady Maria, and Celestial Harmony is the early trailer. Special Sauce is battling with Ashkenazi for the lead. Little Sam's is third inside of Miss Clark. Emily's Joy has the 5th position, 3 to find heading into the turn, a length and a half to Diablo Shiraz. About 4 lengths back to Tail of Lady Maria, and racing with her from the outside is Celestial Harmony. Still Special Sauce and Ashkenazi battling fiercely with one another. Emily's Joy's under a drive from third. She's quickening in. Diablo Shiraz is making up ground, riding the rail. Where's she going to go in the final 3/16? Emily's Joy has the lead. Diablo Shiraz will stay along the inside. Emily's Joy is the leader at the 8th pole. Diablo Shiraz has sustained this move up the inside. Emily's Joy and Diablo Shiraz. Special Sauce is third. Emily's Joy in the opener. Emily's Joy at 10 to 1 from Diablo Shiraz, Special Sauce, and Tail of Lady Maria. Special Sauce and Ashkenazi took it to one another immediately out of the starting gate. Emily's Joy was making a nice bid through the turn. Diablo Shiraz was making a very nice move along the inside. The outside move for Emily's Joy a little bit better. She prevails, has a 10 to 1 upsetter here in the Wednesday opener. The distance covered in 113 and 81 hundredths. Emily's Joy is in the winner's circle, a three-year-old Grey Arona filly by Cupid out of the Tisnow mare Tis Terrific, owned by Cynthia Delphin. Winning trainer is Israel Acevedo. Winning at jockey is Martin Garcia. Emily's Joy was bred in Kentucky by T.F. Van Meter along with Michael Lowenbaum. Exacta $110.24. Trifecta $77.42. 10-cent super $140.77. Second race, a 5-furlong affair. 1 and 2 both scratch. Whiskey Diamond and Maybe Lucky and Wild. 11 Sure Can, 2 pounds over the waiter. Second race is in 23 minutes and 6:25. And there they go. Slow start, Chica Linda. Grace Candy with a brisk beginning. Sure Can fires into the second spot. Urban Cowgirls up close with Sparadime. And also there along the inside is Googly Eyes. Googly Eyes is amongst that action, which also includes Stormy Cut. Eastern Star with the Black Silks. She is third last, 7 or so off the lead past the 3/8. Honey Red is second last, and Chica Linda is the last of all. They race to the quarter pole. Sure Can battling with Grace Candy. Googly Eyes is chasing them from third. Also up close is Stormy Cut along with Sparadime, and Urban Cowgirls very wide off the turn. And how about Eastern Star? She continues to progress very nicely up the inside. She could be a threat to Grace Candy. Grace Candy has the lead. Eastern Star continues to close in relentlessly. And here is Eastern Star with all the momentum before the wire, and she's the winner. From Grace Candy in a photo for second. Chica Linda was closing in, so too was Honey Red. Checking in fifth was Urban Cowgirl. Eastern Star continued to make up a lot of ground throughout the running of tonight's second race. Enough ground that she eventually reels in Grace Candy. 1 minute and 25 100ths. 7 Eastern Star, the unofficial winner. Photo for the ballot. Stand by for all the numbers. Eastern Star is in the winner's circle. A 6-year-old gray-roan mare by Honorable Dylan out of the Forestry Mare 5 Songs. By Pearl Thoroughbreds LLC. Gene Vossler, the winning trainer, winning jockey, Fernando de la Cruz. Eastern Star was bred in New York by Miracle Man Racing Partners LLC. Exacta $233, trifecta $715.88, 5-7 early double $69.92, 10-cent superfecta $664.21. Third race scratched the 9, Hilarious Affair. Our third race in 24 minutes at 6:55. And there they go. Major Wager is showing good speed with Memphis Slim. Insolito from between runners looks like he wants to try to pick it up. Moncrief is also showing plenty of good foot from the inside. Inchon is forwardly positioned inside of Ice Express. After them races Jeopardy Theory. Envelope Please from the far outside. Highly Flammable is second last. And Hunter Town is the early trailer. Insolito is the speed of the speed. Moncrief had to tap on the brakes heading into the turn, headed by Ice Express. Major Wager advances in the clear. Memphis Slim with the Red Silks is back to the 5th position, 6 off the lead, covering Inchon. Highly Flammables gearing up. He's 3 deep and he's commencing his bid. Hunter Town is a little even paced from the inside. He's trying to close in steadily. At the back of the pack races Envelope Please and Jeopardy Theory. Insolito, the one to step up to. A lot of pass class in his corner. Can he see it through? How about Highly Flammable? He continues to make up ground to the outside. Highly Flammable has sustained this run, and he's the one storming home to the outside. Highly Flammable, front and center. Insolito second best, then Major Wager in Hunter Town. Highly Flammable, you could see he was gearing up for a big run approaching the 5/16. He was 3 deep through the turn, and he just maintained that move all the way to the wire. He's 4-1 when it's all said and done. The lukewarm favorite on a very chilly evening. Highly Flammable, tagging Insolito, ran a big race in defeat. 113 and 16 100s. Not really tagging him. He got to him pretty easily and opened up by almost a length. So it is the 10 Highly Flammable. Reeling in, that's a better way to phrase it. Reeling in Insolito. Third place 11 Major Wager. In fourth place 2 Hunter Town. In the winner's circle is the 10 Highly Flammable. 7-year-old Chestnut Gelding by Munnings out of the Unusual Heat Mare, Inflamed. Highly Flammable. It's owned by TEC Racing. Jesus Esquivel is the winning trader. The winning jockey is Gabriel Saez. Highly Flammable was bred in Kentucky by Nathan McCauley along with M. Auerbach. Exacta $88.10. Trifecta $136.87. 710 double $30.95. 10-cent super $144.75. 5-7-10 early pick 3 $209.05. Fourth race will start tonight's 20-cent single 6 jackpot. That carryover in excess of $128,000. Fourth race scratches in the fourth race 7, 11, and 14. Fourth race scratches 7, 11, and 14. 7, 11, and 14 of tonight's fourth. The 13 draws in off the also eligible list. 6 Ultima Grace, a jockey change to Walter Rodriguez. And there they go. Good start for Sassy Walker and the favorite Midnight Mary. Spotaway wants to show plenty of early zip from the inside. Ultima Grace strides into the third spot. Outside of her is Sarissa. Sassy Walker settles back covering Payrula. Ocean Windows outside of Brooklyn Can Dance. Break of more than 3 lengths to She's No Angel with Gidget Rose Lee, and Miss Peabody is the last of all. And Spotaway is footloose and fancy free heading into the turn. Builds up better than 5 5 lengths. In the second spot is Midnight Mary with Ultima Grace. Sassy Walker has the 4th position, under a drive, but closing in nicely, 3 deep, past the 3/8. Payroll is in that 5th position, 6 or 7 off the lead. It's a break of more than 3.5 to Sarissa. Miss Peabody is circling rivals from that back marker. She has a lot of momentum to the extreme outside. Can she sustain this charge? Spot Away went quick early, and Sassy Walker's been closing in steadily. Miss Peabody to the extreme outside. Here comes Sassy Walker. Sassy Walker gets to the front, puts away Spot Away. Payrula makes a move for second. She's No Angel late on the scene. Likewise for Miss Peabody. Tonight belongs to Sassy Walker. Sassy Walker, a good-looking win. Payrula, I believe, is up for second. After that, it's She's No Angel with Miss Peabody and a tiring Spot Away. Spot Away went quick, 22 2/5, pretty quick this evening, especially considering she's into a fierce headwind out of that starting gate. Sassy Walker broke alertly, settled back off of the pace, and comes with a nice run. And she is the winner. Number 5, Sassy Walker, 5-1. The 2 Payrula, also that price second. And it gets tight for the balance, 114 3/100 the final time. Sassy Walker is a 6-year-old bay mare by Munnings out of the Fastnet Rock Mare Society. And by Dive Bar Dreamers LLC, Ralph Martinez, the winning trader, winning jockey, Alexander Vendezu. Sassy Walker was bred in Kentucky by John Penn and Frank Penn. And the 4th race is official, 5-2-1-4, the top 4 finishers, 7-10-5, pick 3, $77.37. Exacta, $71.64, trifecta, $150.09, 10-5 double, $28.62, 10-cent superfecta, $277.92. 5th race, we'll begin our late pick 5, scratch both of the also eligibles, 13 and 14. Personal Creed and Guardian, 13 and 14 out of the 5th. Number 5, Dairago, a jockey change, Dumani Esquivel. The 5th race in 22 minutes is 7:55. And there they go. Air Cav with an awkward start, fully booked, also slowly into stride. And quite a scrimmage for the top spot. Wish Carefully wants the lead. Dairago's forwardly positioned, so too is Malabru. Ask Arthur from the inside of Kauai Breeze, and Hope Joe's Right is amongst the early action with the White Silk, settles into the 6th position. Air Cav makes somewhat of a quick recovery. He had an awkward start. Trying to close in from the outside there is Devilance. Game Point's about a length behind them. Break of 2.5 to Ori, racing with Weaponized and Fully Booked, who had a slow start, is at the back. So they race to the 5/8 and Wish Carefully, a length and a half from Dairago. Malabru is 3rd, and Ask Arthur's being pushed on already, trying to stay in contention. Kauai Breeze is 5th with the Red Silks, 3.5 or 4 from the front. About a length back to Hope Joe's Right. Length and a half to Air Cav, another length back to Devilance. Then we go to Game Point, who races in that 9th position. From the inside is Orientent. Weaponized has the 11th position, and Fully Booked is the last of 12. And Wish Carefully still has the lead. Better than a length to Dairago, who stays close, is under a vigorous drive, and is trying to bridge the gap. Hope Joe's Right is also under drive, and he's closing in. Devilance tries to pick up his intensity. Likewise for Ori. And how about Fully Booked? He was far out of it, and Fully Booked is really closing to the far outside. And here comes Fully Booked over the top. Look at him roll up to the front. Fully Booked gets to the lead. Devilance tries to quicken with him. Fully Booked and Devilance. Fully Booked and Devilance. Fully Booked. Fully Booked from Devilance, then Dairago and Ori. Last to first winner, the 7 Fully Booked. Bet down to 5-2 late, 147 and 46 100ths. This horse was last throughout most of the affair. You could see he was making that huge move in the run to the quarter pole. Before you knew it, at about the 8th pole, in between the 3/16ths and the 8th pole, you could tell that Fully Booked was going to go over the top and get it done. A good effort from the 12 Devilance, outrunning his odds of 13-1. 147 and 46 100ths, the final time from tonight's 5th. Fully booked over the top. A 4-year-old to make hold by McLean's Music out of the Yes It's True mare CC Tequila by Rapoli Stable. Amelia Green is the winning trainer, winning jockey Walter Rodriguez. Fully booked was bred in Kentucky by Stone Street Thoroughbred Holdings LLC. Exacta $85.06, trifecta $133.73, 5-7 double $48.95, 10-5-7 pick 3 $82.77, 10-cent super $147.71, early pick 4 $569.31. Pick 5 was a nice payoff, looked like more than $8,000. $8,032.85. 4 out of 5, $63.72. 6 will commence our late pick 4, a very nice allowance event in race 6. Third condition, optional claiming tag $62,500. 1, 2, and 4 scratch coming in hot, step forward and big pins. 1, 2, and 4 out of the 6th. And post time is in 21 minutes. And there they go. Slow start for Run Carson. Rest Me Red begins the best. Churchtown shows pace. Double Clutch is amongst the early action. And here's Run Carson with a quick recovery after the stumbling slow start. From his outside is Deer District, Incinerator 3 deep, and Best Actor 4 deep. Mischievous Rogue is second last, and Multitask is the last of all. And it is Arrest Me Red, the speed, and he leads by a length. In the second spot is Churchtown with Double Clutch, and Run Carson's up close to the action with the Orange Silks from between runners. Incinerator has a little less than 4 to find heading into the turn, flanked by Best Actor. Mischievous Rogue third last, Multitask second last. Deer District is relegated to the rear, and Arrest Me Red is the one to beat. He leads by a length from Churchtown, who stays close to the big favorite. Run Carson is third. He will have to overcome the trouble at the beginning, and it's Arrest Me Red's race at the top of the lane. Arrest Me Red opens up. Run Carson makes a move for second. Churchtown gives way grudgingly. Multitask is quickening in. He'll make a move into second. Mischievous Rogue fires into third. But no doubt about the winner, a salty veteran named Arrest Me Red. Multitask second best. Good stride from him. Then Mischievous Rogue and Incinerator for the Superfecta at 99 to 1. Cool racehorse right there. Arrest Me Red, his 11th career victory. Over $1.5 million in earnings. Wonder if he will get close to $2 million when it's all said and done. Arrest Me Red at 6 to 5. He cruises this evening. 117 and 54 100s. Very good runner-up effort from the 6, Multitask. He's a nice horse, man, especially in these one-turn affairs. Nice stride under the wire for second there, Multitask. Third place 3, Mischievous Rogue, and fourth place 8, Incinerator. 11.638, that's super completed by the big long shot. 117 and 54 100s. Once again, the time from the 6. Stand by until results have been declared official. 11th career victory, number 11, Arrest Me Red. 8-year-old Bay Gelding by Pioneer of the Nile out of the Medaglia d'Oro Med. Marastino Red. Leo Stables are the winning owners. Wesley Ward, the winning trainer. Winning jockey, the Axeman Luau Machado. Bred in Kentucky by Mr. and Mrs. Hemroy Jackson. And race 6 is official. 11.638, the top 4 finishers. 5-7-11 pick 3, $61.47. 11.6 exacta, $26.70. 11.63 trifecta, $39.69. 7-11 double, $11.57. 10-cent super, $66.07. 7th race will commence the late pick 3, scratches 5 and 8, Maxi Superfly and Hello, Hello, Hello. 5 and 8 out of the 7th. Post time in 22 minutes at 8:55. And there they go. Quick start for Sal's Blue Jacket. Lover Lots away in last. Sal's Blue Jacket with that flyer from the outside. Take Me to the Beach is heating up, and she wants to pick up the pace. Take Me to the Beach on the lead with Sal's Blue Jacket. Polka Polenta sharing third with Befriended. Next up, vies for that fifth position to her outside is Razzle Red. Vino's Angel with an aggressive middle move. It's actually an earlier bid than a middle move. She's making up a lot of ground to the outside through this clubhouse turn. And Lover Lots, after that slow start, is the last of all. And Sal's Blue Jacket makes the pace from Polka Polenta. Take Me to the Beach. Befriended is third. Razzle Red, one from the outside. Vino's Angel very deep up the backstretch. Next up with a great ground-saving journey along the inside. Little less than 3 from the front and more than a length and a half. Back to Lover Lots. Little less than 5 lengths covers the group. Sal's Blue Jacket and Take Me to the Beach and Befriended, and Vino's Angel has been very deep throughout. Next up's been getting a nice cozy trip along the inside. After her is Lover Lots and Razzle Red, and Polka Polenta drops out of it. Sal's Blue Jacket calls it an early evening. Here's Take Me to the Beach up to the front. Befriended's being pushed on. Take Me to the Beach is in hand. Next up with that coveted trip, saving ground throughout. She's trying to close. Here's the Lone Filly next up with a rail charge after Take Me to the Beach. Take Me to the Beach, and next up, Lover Lots fires into third. Befriended is fourth. Take Me to the Beach. She's the leader. Next up to the outside, Lover Lots. Take Me to the Beach. Next up, Lover Lots. They're ganging up on Take Me to the Beach. Here's next up the inside, and Lover Lots. Tied on the line. Lover Lots are next up. Take Me to the Beach fades to third. Befriended a distant fourth. What a horse race in the 7th, 141 and 76 100ths. Take Me to the Beach got ganged up late. Lover Lots to the outside. Next up the inside. Let's see this slow-mo. This one gets very tight on the line. Lover Lots, and next up, we know that Take Me to the Beach checks in third. We know that Befriended checks in fourth. Stand by for the numbers. Lover Lots is in the winner's circle. A 7-year-old Grey Road mare by Cupid out of the Congrats Mare Curtain Call, owned by Paradise Farms Corporation and David Stadoctor. Mike Maker, the winning trainer. A double for Walter Rodriguez, our leading jockey. Walter Rodriguez. Lover Lots is bred in Kentucky by Moreau Bloodstock International. 7th race is official. 1423. 1423. Top 4 finishers exacted $57 and a couple of pennies. Trifecta $40.30. 11 1 double $18.66. 10 cent super $15.47. 7 11 1 pick 3 $69.65. 8th race, a very nice maiden special weight affair. 2, 3, and 4 all scratched. Race 8 begins the late double. 21 minutes away at 9:25. And there they go. Pretty good start for all. Lori Beth, One Happy Island, and Dodecahedron. Vinalia is amongst the action. And also up close is Once Upon a Time. Here's Breaking Good, striding into the 5th position along the inside. After her is Willowy, and Laney is the last of all. Vinalia and Lori Beth battle for this top spot. And chasing them, Breaking Good, along with From the Outside. Once Upon a Time, and even further out in the field is One Happy Island. That group of 3 are more than 2.5 off the lead at the 3/8. Willowy races with Dodecahedron, and Laney is the last of 8. And Lori Beth is putting her nose in front. Vinalia is back to the 2nd spot. Breaking Good, 3rd from the inside. One Happy Island makes a bid for that position, covering more ground. Once Upon a Time gives way. Willowy's trying to close. She's in a tight spot in the 2 path. And Laney's trying to gear up to the far outside. And here comes Laney with a big move from last. Laney in a 4x4 by you up to the front. And Laney gets to the lead and opens up another last to first winner. Laney going the best. Willowy's up for 2nd. 3rd and 4th gets tied. One Happy Island and Lori Beth. Seen a couple of last to first winners this evening. How about Laney at 13-1, 113 and 29 100ths the final time. 6 Willowy at 84-1. She ran a big race. She had momentum, was in tight at the top of the lane, eventually works into the 2nd spot. Photo for the balance. Stand by for the rest of the numbers. Laney in a 4x4 by you. 4-year-old Bay Filly by Into Mischief out of the Street Sense mare From the Hood by Bakari Racing Stable LLC, along with 6 Column Stables LLC and Steve Martin. Ian Wilkes is the winning trader, winning jockey. Irving Moncada. Winner was bred in Kentucky by her owners. Exacta $1,086.46. The trifecta $2,625.24. A 1-1 double $120.21. 11-1-1 pick 3 $205.59. And the 10-cent superfecta $1,032.25. Ninth and final on this chilly evening here in Florence, Kentucky. The nightcap here at Turfway Park. 7 and 13, both scratch Free State and American Brass. 14 draws in. That's Go Collector. He picks up the services of Martin Garcia. A couple of other jockey changes. 3 Daunted to Alexander Bendazu. The 4 Bria from 3, Adam Baskitza. A super high 5 carryover in excess of $2,800, $2,864.09. The nightcap in 21 minutes. And there they go. Awkward beginning. Go Collector kind of lunged at the start, but boy, he broke very aggressively, and he's vying for the lead. Court will pick it up. Court and Brea from 3. And Cimarron Strip is pushing the action. Also up close is Bourbon Rage with Point Barrow and Go Collector after that good beginning, although somewhat awkward, but he did break very alertly. He's right there, only about 3.5 or 4 off the lead. Daunted is a good 6 or 7 lengths from the pace, and he's more than a length in front of Free Choice as they race into the far turn. Free Choice trying to make up ground outside of Daunted. Almost 5 lengths to Street Style, another 2.5 to Penitent, who races with Sir Lomax, and at the back of the field, there is Mantuga, and Court gets all of the attention to the quarter pole, leads by 2.5, but here comes Go Collector. Go Collector's making up ground, and Brea from 3's in the battle. Court trying to fend off Brea from 3, and Go Collector. Brea from 3 and Go Collector. Somebody's going to win $181,000 in the 20-cent single 6 if they can come on through. Free Choice is trying to crash the party, and so too is Penitent. Penitent over the top. We've seen this move all night. Here's Penitent and Bourbon Rage, and they're in the photo. Bourbon Rage or Penitent after them, Street Style, along with Brea from 3 and Free Choice. The late moves have been launching with that wind at the top of the lane. Boy, some anxious moments there for some fans who had the 4 and the 14 for $181,000. Looked pretty darn good at the top of the lane, but kind of forgot to factor in this big tailwind in the final quarter of a mile. It's been helping some of these late runners, and we got a thrilling finish between the 5 and the 10. A couple of big prices here. Urban Rage at 20-1. The 10 Penitent at 40-1, 114 and 45, 100. Stand by for all the numbers. Exacta $1,366.44. Trifecta $2,689.50. 110 late double $327.50. Late pick 3 $1,169.56. Couple of carryovers into the trifecta Thursday card. 10-cent superfecta $4,898.03. Late pick 4 $6,982.93. Late pick 5 $26,755.07. 4 out of 5 $157.31. Couple of carryovers into trifecta Thursdays, better than $6,500 for the super high 5, better than $181,000 for the 20-cent single 6. $181,363.62. $6,502.62 for the super high 5s. Once again, better than $181,000 for the 20-cent single 6. Super high 5 carryover for the Thursday nightcap in excess of $6,500. Trifecta Thursdays tomorrow. Got to be part of our Fast Track Rewards Club to take advantage of those dollar hot dogs and dollar draft beers in the event center. We'll have some live music at Bourbon and Brew, roughly around 8 p.m., I believe. Join us tomorrow, 5:55 first post. Sure hope you had a great Wednesday evening. And leaving the track, please drive very carefully. This has been Racing from Turfway Park. Good night, everyone.